How y'all doing? This Alpha Mega part 2 of the short video I'm doing about the invitation to Secret Society. So I was sharing about the envelope that came in. So this is the envelope that it came in. The envelope, a little detail, not too much details on it. This is the letter. If you accept the invitation, this is the letter that they, once you put the invitation into saying, hey, I accept. This is the membership. It was talking about this is the membership here, guys. So if you do it, you check, you make sure you let them know it's the right address and all that stuff. But you let them know it's something that you want to do. Now, I have a few things that I was sharing with y'all earlier about a few things we don't care for, but it is in order here. But like I said, they'll start off with the name of the person. Like I said, they talked about when watched me about 7 years ago. But they're talking about things that are very interesting. Like I said, it's a 12-page letter, so this right here will show you that this is number one, and there's multiple pages here. Like these are the 6 pages. Remember, the 6 pages are front and back, so it goes all the way to number. Sorry, guys, the camera kind of catches it, kind of not. Number 12. All right, so like I said, there's a lot of information here that's talking about stuff like there has existed for many years. Let me see if I can kind of get it on there. I'm sorry for the focus there, guys. But it's saying that there has existed for many years an exclusive association, a secret society of some of the world's most famous and powerful people. So that's in itself is letting you know that, hey, red flag. Red flag. And then when they say that said, they so this line right here, I ain't gonna say it's too interesting, but let's see if I can find it for y'all. Let's see. I just wanna make sure you know what they are highlighting here. So it said before we go any. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get it there for y'all. It said before we go any further, let me be upfront. I sent this letter via first class mail directly to you. It's not a mass mailing or a sales offer. Yeah, right. You and I, however, have never met, and you don't personally know me. I don't know if I'm sure about that or not. Although, unless you live in isolation for the last 40 plus years, you most certainly know who I am. So, let me read that again. It's kind of confusing statement. Very confusing statement. That's why I say you have to have the understanding. So, it said, before we go any further, let me be upfront. I sent this letter via first class mail directly to you. It's not a mass mailing or a sales offer. And you and I, however, have never met, and you don't personally know me. I think I know who this person is. Personally I believe I know who this individual is. Uh, it said the next line in parentheses, although unless you lived in isolation for the last 40 years, 40 plus years, I'm only 40 years old, a couple months, okay, give and take, you must certainly know who I am. The next thing that being said, basically, someone I know believes you're the exact kind of person who should get one of my letters. Hmm. That's how I first learned about you. I'm unable to reveal this person's identity yet. Hmm. But I can say she holds you in highest regard. That's why you're receiving this letter. It's also why I like to send you something of immeasurable value for free with no strings attached. You'll see. There has existed for many years an exclusion association, a secret society of some of the world's most famous and powerful people. Renowned movie stars, musicians, leading scientists and intellectuals, philanthropists, global business executives, self-made entrepreneurs, millionaires and billionaires, artists, professional gamblers, Casanovas, generals, and statesmen. Many of these people you instantly recognize. And said that over the centuries, this association has uncovered some shockingly powerful secrets they share secrets only amongst themselves. So, to be clear, there are no ordinary secrets. With them in your possession, great abundance flows to you automatically and constantly. The reason these secrets are extraordinary is they harness universal laws of money, health, power, influence, attraction, and more. In fact, these secrets are what brought the members of our association the prosperity, success, and admiration they enjoy. Alpha, I hope you're sitting down. Someone you never suspect is a member of our circle and recently selected you to become one of us. And we will now reveal to you absolutely free our greatest secrets for money, power, health, love, and more. Guys, so you probably got questions already. What is this mystery society? Someone I know is a member. Why did they choose me? What happens now? How can these secrets be so powerful? So we'll get there. I promise I asked the same questions. 57 years ago, a letter like this arrived in my mailbox. It said I possess hidden potentials in a closed-door ceremony. Someone I knew nominated me to join this underground society. I was flattered, excited, yet skeptical. But when I accepted their invitation, that just sent me their greatest secrets a few days later for free. As I promised, starting the next day, my luck changed so completely, so inexplicably, it defied reality. I thought God must be guiding me, giving me special powers. Alpha, you don't know our identities yet, but you already know who we are. We're the rich, famous, and powerful, the cream de la cream of society. These secrets are our sacred texts, both in our legacy and the source of our outrageous fortune. So, so at the very bottom of the letter, it said something like, you should feel special right now. Less than 3% of the people whose names come across my desk become members. This is how we guarantee only those with vast untapped potential, total discretion, become members. Then it says all this other stuff. So this is kind of crazy because it says why we chose you. So Alpha, I'm about to share some sensitive information about the society and its members. This information is top secret and cannot be seen by anyone else. Thus, I reiterate, this letter is marked for you only, Alpha Fry. So I'm writing you because I'm bound by an oath I made years ago to personally notify each class of 2023, nominee of their selection into the society. I wish I could tell you who I am, but you were forbidden from disclosing our identities to non-members, including nominees yet to accept their invitation. You may learn who our members are after replying to this letter. So, she said, what I can tell you is I was born poor. For most of my life, misfortune followed me like a black cloud. Yet today I resided in the upper echelons of wealth and power. My rags to riches story is known worldwide. If you own a TV, listen to the radio, browse the internet, you'll see me in the headlines. Under ordinary circumstances, you'll never dream of receiving something from me. So you can be, so make a long story short, there's a whole invitation of this whole thing. And they try to, it saddens me. I know it sounds crazy, but yeah, I'm saddened. Actually saddened in my heart because this is how they get a lot of, a lot of people. I don't know how many people they send these letters out to, but these people, it comes with a price. It comes with a sacrifice. There's nothing free in life. Nothing would never be free in life, especially talking about fame, fortune, health, wealth. You think somebody's gonna go, hey, here you go. You can have all the fame, wealth, fortune, everything, blah, blah, blah. These worldly costs, these worldly riches come on worldly costs. You're making a deal with the devil. Just to be honest with you, that's what it is. These echelons of people, the elites, I mean, look how they live. They're in prison. They can't go out into public without being bombarded. They can't go back to a regular life. Their life is imprisoned by their fame, fortune, wealth. They'll never be able to say where they want to go freely and just be free without being bombarded everywhere they go. It's an imprisonment. They won't ever have ordinary lives, live ordinary lives. So that's why they send letters like these to you, because they can't be open about what's really going on. Because to be a part of these people, you're going to have to do something dearly, costly to you. And it's not worth it. It'll never be worth it. This world's temporarily. It's only going to be here for so long. God's going to wrap it up. And when God wraps it up, that's it. He will make a new heaven, a new earth. And it will be perfect. It will be without sin. It will be without all this crap. Well, I'm just trying to share with you that this is part of my testimony, that God delivered me from this mess. I was living in that world of not knowing that I was part of something until I got delivered. You know, a lot of people don't know that they are into these secret societies and things because they were the price of someone else getting in this secret society. So they don't know that they were actually the price, right? So when they finally find out that they are the price, it don't always go so well because there's a bigger price to pay. So sharing those things is that when Jesus delivered me out of this, I was set free from a lot of spiritual oppression, from a possession that happened. I was set free, you know. Am I a perfect person? Far from it. It was Christ that set me free from this unknown world that is really trying to take over everyone. And they use different influences to try to lie to you. False prophets, many false prophets out here. Just look at the news. The news is the number one false prophet. The prince of the airways, Satan. So he's always going to use the news to give you false information because he wants to be worshipped and praised. So he has to create a false world to deceive people to say, worship me, which is Satan. He's not going to come out and tell you he's Satan. Lucifer never do that. He's not going to do that because you won't serve Satan. If you knew it was Satan himself, the fallen angel, you won't serve him. Just like you won't serve all the other fallen angels that are called gods. You know, these gods of old age and all the all this stuff going on. They worship different religions and all this. God said in his 10 commandments, worship no other gods but Him. He said that for a reason because these fallen angels, they are called gods. We even call gods, but the issue is that they're fallen. They left their first estate, so the power they have is fallen power. They'll never glorify God. They only want to glorify themselves. They only want to push their own issues. They want to follow man. They want man to fall so far because they want man to worship them when man's meant to worship God. So that's the disconnect there, that when Lucifer said that he wanted to be like the Most High because he knew he was a created being. He could never be the Most High because Lucifer cannot create. He must wait until something's created to pervert it, to contaminate it. He must wait until it's created by God. Okay? He can't create anything. It has to be created first, and he'll contaminate and do all this weird, crazy crap. And that's why we said the sons of God slept with a woman, and they had Nephilims and giants and different things. I believe back in the days of the mermaids and all that, half centaur, the centaurs, half man, half horse, because the fallen angels were taking the daughters of man and having offsprings that looked crazy. They were very messed up to form. That's why God sent the flood, to get rid of all that and start over with Noah and his 3 sons and their 3 wives and his wife, and Noah's wife. Now, like I said, this has been happening before we got here, that this whole system trying to pull us away from God and be our own gods, and to turn around and just worship Satan. He wants, hey, I gave you this, you worship me. I gave you that, you worship me. What can Satan give you? He didn't create anything. It was God that created everything. God created everything. Satan's using the things that God already created, trying to bring you in to his own worship, to who he is not. He's not the Most High. He literally did not create anything, guys. He's using something that's already created by God and trying to use those things that God has put in place. When God created heaven and earth in the first 6 days, and us, he said, all those things the first 5 days, he said was good. But when he created us, he said very good. Because what God made us in his image, and their image and likeness. I mean, it's amazing. So when the angels seen that in heaven, they were jealous about us, how God created us. A lot of them were. They fell. Why would God make man in his image? It's because, guys, God loves us. He wanted to make children in his image to freely love him. He knew everything. He knew what's going to happen. He knows. But he also came down to pay for our sins. Sins forgiven. That sin's paid for. Now we will be judged when we become sons and daughters of God. We will be judged off our calling. Are we walking in our calling? Are we doing the things that God calls us to do? When we go to heaven, God's going to say, well done, that faithful servant. Or he's going to say, hey, why didn't you accomplish the calling I put in your life? Those people that are supposed to have been saved by your testimony, by the ministry I've given you, the anointing I've given you, their blood is on you, because you, being a watchman, should have told them the truth. If you tell them the truth, you're good. That's all you need to do. You see it, share it. Is it received? The truth is given to you, share it. That's all I ask you to do. That's all he asks us to do. It's up to us to do those things. Now, in the future, I will share more things on my YouTube channel that's coming up soon, and I love to hear comments about this. I understand that everybody has their own opinions. I respect your opinions. I know I heard a lot of things, a few things, but you got a right to your opinion. I don't want you to feel like you can't share your opinion. You definitely can, and I love to see. Let's see where everybody's at with it, and just love to give truth. And like I said, I'm nowhere near perfect. It is God that saved me. God gets all the glory. Love y'all guys. God bless.